Oh, it's Mir, and I just want to share a little thing that I've been doing. See this chain? This chain is made up of these. Well, this is the actual bag. It used to be stapled like this when it came. Here's another one that's still in place. Got these at Michael's, and it's literally just a bunch of small gold-colored key rings. They're, I don't know, a 1/4 inch in diameter or something. 6 millimeters. Yeah. 6 times 4 is 24. A little less than 1/4 inch, I guess. Because an inch is 25.4 millimeters. Anyway, so I'm making these little chains out of them because I would like to do... I'm making a new purse, and I would like to use keyring-based chains where it like loops over more than once or more than 0 times. Because let me show you the chain on the purse that I have. Okay, this is the chain on my existing purse. This is stock. I just like bought it at the store like a heathen who knows nothing of fashion, because that is the case. And these chains are nice. They're like twisted so that it's like a flatter design. That's fun. That's fine and dandy. The problem is, you see that? They're just very cheaply like crimped onto each other. Focus, autofocus. What an invention. And so I worry that the chains themselves are going to come apart. In fact, you can see on the side here, I've reinforced this with a carabiner because the little clips that attach to the sides here, these were starting to bend. Like, instead of being a loop, it was just a hook. That's why on the other side, I just don't have it there anymore because it was completely broken. It wasn't doing anything. You know, it would have fallen off and spilled all my stuff. And I wanted to avoid that. So I figure the strongest chain technology I know is a keychain, and good keychains, good key rings, are made like this. So they loop around once or twice, and this way, when you pull on the chain, you're not pulling one of the loops, you're pulling on 2 of the loops. So there's much less incentive on any given point on the chain to come undone, to split open, because there's overlap. So even if it does split open a little bit, it's not a big deal. You would need one of these to completely unravel before the chain would break. And they're probably not going to do that because they're small and tight and they wrap around. So the chance is the force is going to be split up equally across them. Each one of them is strong. This should be a very strong chain. I don't know how true that is. I'm not sure precisely what metal these are. I suspect they're just brass or something. Because, I mean, they're definitely not gold. Gold wouldn't even be that secure, to be honest, and it would just be a complete waste. These were like, I don't know, a few dollars. Anyway, the problem is, You see, with like a normal keyring, you can just like use your fingernail, put it in there, but these things are so small that the tension makes it so you need to do this, which is I'm using a screwdriver, tiny flathead screwdriver, to pry open. Come on. Come on. There we go. Tiny flat screwdriver to pry open the end, and then we can slowly work the screwdriver, or we can slowly work the new link blah. Slowly work the link in till it crosses over the screw, and you can see this does scar each link a little bit, and like it stays pried out, but again, because these overlap, there's always two strands of the metal, so the force against either side isn't directly ripping the link open. So I think having them be a little bit wider should be fine, and if anything, the force will pull them back together again. So let's just do one more of those to demonstrate. Take out a single link of the chain, and you can do this from either side. Again, they're all identical, so it doesn't really matter whether you use the chain, whether you link one onto the chain or you link the chain onto the one. The result is the same in the end. I guess it will vary which links are getting stressed from being pulled open, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. So we get it on. We didn't get it on there. Okay, let's try this again. Hook it on. Pull it off and loop it around. And look at that, another link has been added to the chain. So yes, this is the little project that I'm doing. It's gonna have to get a lot longer than this, and that is going to take some time, but I think it'll be worth it. I think that, you know, for peace of mind at least, knowing that I got the chain with the best structural integrity, the strongest connections, and that I linked every piece. You know, none of this is left up to chance. None of these pre-crimped industrial chains. No, we are hand making the chains. And that's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.